Tim looks up at the skies with the same level of distaste he had before. Bye.
Get back to the ship where you belong.
Oh, that's right. I never made a sheet for Inga. She's just an icon. And what an icon. Every man wants to be her. Every droid wants to be with her.
We're learning a lot about Smug's tastes today.
I think
This
so.
is truly his magical realm.
This is what happens whenever you get GM'd by someone. You kind of learn about what they like.
Maybe. Okay, so you guys, obviously, Vec and Inga probably have an easier time of it because Vec at least, went down this path and now is doing it in reverse. They end up outside where you guys first came in, the three of you leaving through the other vent. Eventually make it top side. I'm sure somebody tries to kick a vent out. If it's Watcher, probably doesn't succeed. And and then eventually the vent comes off and you're all top side once more. So what are you going to do?
We got a rendezvous with Dr. Vec. Make sure that droid hasn't taken her brains out.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
That'd be good to confirm.
I attempt to raise Dr. Vec on our comms. Dr. Vec?
Tim?
What's your position?
Vec, looks to her left, looks to her right. Probably a few yards from you.
Tim looks to the left just in case she's standing right there and he didn't notice her.
We'll say sure.
What do you think, Smug?
It's entirely up to you guys. If you want to do that, sure. The ducks actually let you guys out on different sides of that maintenance tower.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, with that in mind, since Vec got out first, Vec would be like, well, if they're probably going to leave out for one, so walk around. He hails her, and she turns the corner and sees him and says, probably a few yards from you.
And just looks over and nods. Oh, good. Is that droid with you?
Vec immediately lashes back. Inga has a name.
You can't see it because he's got a helmet, but Tim kind of just slowly squints. Okay.
I did mention it was an infiltration droid, right?
Yeah.
Well, it seems like it's satisfying its purpose.
We should get back to our ship and get off this planet.
Maybe we can take some parting shots at the base, just, for fun.
Sure, we can do that.
So long as it won't compromise our ability to get off planet, that's fine.
Let's do that then.
Let's get out of here.
All right, so you guys are going to get back to your ship without any further ado. The ship is still there, which is a good thing, I suppose.
Yay!
Yeah, pretty valuable.
It's a great ship.
Oh, I sneezed. Help.
This is when we discover that Brew and Ted and this Cheese, Tran, are lovers. They kiss each other and wave as our ship takes off.
Not again!
I mean, if I'm going to be
Are they putting their hams on the glass? That is uncouth.
Make sure you
that
take
is-
care of the cup noodles.
Is that how you guys want tonight to end? Because
That's how I want tonight to end.
no, that's not. That's not how it goes.
It's just a what if scenario. A watcher came by and he was like, "Hey, I'm the real watcher. This Steve guy is an imposter. I'm the bald man here."
Uatu looks at Dr. Vec and just like, your head is insufficiently large. Because Uatu's head is real big. Anyway, let's get back
Why
on
can
our
show
ship.
up? Because Disney owns Star Wars and Marvel.
Yet my head
Whoa.
manages aerodynamics. Have you ever seen a Syrian swim before? Exactly. It's like an arrow gliding through the sea.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever fired an arrow underwater, but you know what? Never mind.
And let's put in the tabletop. We're gonna be from when we take it up again. We're gonna do that. It's gonna be based off of that swimming anime.
Free?
Yep.
I like that anime.
See, we're learning all kinds of things about people when we do tabletop.
My immediate reaction was, of course there's an anime about swimming.
There's probably 10.
Yep.
Yeah, they're all different seasons of Free. All right, so you guys are gonna make it back to the ship. The door, or rather, the hatch will come down. Trum will be waiting there, expectantly. Hey, where's Brew?
That's a good question.
Didn't return to the ship?
No, there's been nobody here. I've just been waiting for you guys. It's been a few hours.
Not surprising.
Well, I think we've made some good progress in our mission, but we had a couple setbacks.
Dr. Vec like storms over the ship. Talk later, blow up now.
Yep, Jason, let's get us out of here. I'll go, I don't know, man the guns.
All right, with that command, Jason heads for the cockpit, starts the super duper pre-flight checklist system.
Thermal detonators attached to fuel line. Check.
Mm. All right, so you guys are going to do like a strafing run on the base?
Sure.
Yeah,
I think that's a good idea. I mean, who knows whether Brune Natet might actually be the true mastermind of the voiceless diadem. We just blow up the base.
just one last middle finger from the actually sanctioned empire, which we totally are.
100% legal imperial action.
Yeah, I guess Inga is on board as well at this point.
Yeah, at some point, like Dr. Vec just actually fucking expected like Inga 44 like run off. Like the fact that like wasn't gonna point the gun. Vec saw with those hands into that door. Vec's like, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm
she's-
fine here.
Yeah, Inga's just like, I'm not walking back to town. Please, just drop me off at Aldera.
Is Aldera the capital city here?
Yes, it is.
All right. Tem is in the gunnery pod, shooting blaster bolts. Medium laser
So
blasts into the facility.
So they're just like raining destruction down on what kind of looks like it's just like a hole in the side of a hill.
Totally will not attract attention to this wonderful, like, idyllic meadow.
Fine.
As this is being rained down, Watcher's got himself a new steaming cup of cup noodle
Of course.
and is wondering to himself, where are we supposed to have a team clean that base up?
I don't think that's going to be necessary.
Watcher's
Team A
also-
has proven itself to be insufficient to the task.
Yeah. Who needs A team?
Wow.
B team forever. Now, Watcher does have something else as well.
Do I?
Yeah, you've got some of that info from Brew's computer.
No. What is this info?
So some of it's kind of his private journals, which Watcher will probably be able to break the cipher of right as you guys are like probably contemplating heading back to Aldero. It is kind of if you guys had access to his journals earlier, you probably never would have trusted him, of course, because that's how these kind of guys are. But they do tell a story of a rather tortured individual who has just spent a whole lot of time getting stepped on his entire life. It's kind of the you guys kind of glean that about him anyway. But some of it is a little more pertinent to what went on downstairs regarding just how close the whole project was to completion, and that the project is complete, and that Brunetette is on his way to a set of coordinates that Watcher now has to do something with the Killik.
That's the exact sound that Watcher makes as he reads his thing over a cup noodle. So, no rush or anything, but I think I know where Brunetette is going, and it's not good.
Oh, yeah? Where's he going?
I believe he's going to start his little Killik rebellion against the Empire.
Ah. We should, maybe do something about that, or tell people to do something about that. I don't know.
Vec frowns at the port window. You think he survived that?
We don't know where he went. We'll have to report this information to the Moth.
Inger
What are we-
turns her head to look at Tem as that is said.
What?
Which Moth?
The Moth who gives us our orders.
Curious.
Vec looks like a manicured hand across her head.
Why do you ask? I mean, they're a Moth. They're all loyal servants of the Empire. We all work together to make the galaxy a better place.
Yes. Curious. She turns her head away.
Watcher slowly pushes his blaster pistol into her ribs.
Hey, that's my line.
Steve's
Yes,
styling.
ribs.
Steve's styling on you, man.
Given, I believe at this point in the Star Wars universe, that move is called the Presto.
It is.
Of course it is.
I mean, that was established well back in the Old Republic era.
Thousands of years ago.
Yeah.
There's no need for that.
No, I think there is, in fact.
No, there is not.
Tim takes off his helmet for a minute. What's going on over there?
Please put that back on.
Vec
She doesn't
says,
say that.
Vec says, you could put the blaster pistol. I mean, it's probably not going to do a whole lot. Vec's trying to like dumb her lingo down and be like, well, as obnoxiously, like obviously quiet. Like, it's probably not going to do anything. Put it back.
Tim's hand goes to his blaster pistol because he wouldn't fire a blaster rifle inside his own ship. No, but seriously. Why are you so curious about this?
Because you're not sanctioned for this.
What are you talking about? We got our orders from the Moth. We're deep cover.
And is that so? You're all... Yes. Yes. All of you are no longer employees of the Empire.
That's the official story. But you're in intelligence. You should know better.
2 of you are wanted on several planets.
Now that doesn't sound like me, so it's gotta be. Oh, Jesus. Jason tries to guess. Watcher and Tim. That's
Yes.
pretty accurate.
You've been working outside of Empire law. You are not part of the Empire.
That's what they have to tell everyone. We're doing what's necessary outside the law.
You're acting independently.
But the Moth is giving us orders.
So,
Tem says, stumbling and saying moth instead of moth.
It's infectious. Which moth are you answering to?
Let's not answer that.
Tem already stumbled, so if she didn't pick up on that, that's her own problem.
Yeah, it sounds too similar. She's just like, he's old.
Yeah.
Tem old. Speech impediment. I'm not sure what you think you're all doing, but you are not sanctioned to operate under the Empire. It is simply curious. That is all.
Tem shakes his head. Trying to do some psyops bull cark on us. Or drop you off in Aldera.
Out of characterly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused a bit. We're not. I mean, what she said is right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the official story.
Only Moth Sanharl knows about this. No one in the Empire knows about what you guys are really doing.
Right. So we're basically mercenaries that he's hiring on the side, so to speak.
And as far as the Empire is concerned, you guys are like rogue agents.
Yeah, right, exactly. So that she knows that we work under a moth. I mean, that's bad. That's illegal.
It's definitely curious.
I mean, if we say which moth, that's effectively blackmail material at best.
Well, in theory, like, it's not really our problem, is it? Like, that sounds like the moth's problem he's gonna have to deal with if it gets back to him. Like we're rogue agents. Like, well, yeah, like, ooh, big deal.
No,
they're gonna come after him.
It's definitely our responsibility, because if he goes, our chance at redemption and being brought back into the fold, so to speak, is gone.
Well, then I hope you guys know how to operate mining drills, because we're going to the outer rim.
I always wanted to visit Kessel.
I don't know. I like my chances.
Hey, who knows what direction you guys could take this?
No, it's part of it is just because Tem is super duper brainwashed. So
that's what I assumed some of it was.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming too.
Yeah, that totally thought that way too. Dr. Vex like
Dr. Vex is like giving him the nightly brainwashing.
I know, like Dr. Vex like Brunetet, get away from this conversation.
No, Tem's just shaking his head. He assumes that Inga is messing with them or trying to trick them in some way. Yeah, we'll drop you off in Aldera. We'll part our ways.
Now, is Watcher in agreement with this? Does Watcher still have the gun to the ribs?
He totally does.
So what's Watcher going to do?
Yeah, good question.
I'll just note that Tem is leaving the room. He has to go and work on his carving.
His carving.
His wood carvings.
Let's see.
Every piece of wood that he carves has actually got a device inside of it that delivers a new brainwash wave to keep Tem conditioned. The very act of whittling wood puts him back under.
That's also, I figured, that it empties his mind, which is where the Empire wants him to be. Empty
That's
mind.
some Manchurian candidate shit right there. Dr. Vec, do you believe that we should allow this infiltration unit to persist in existence with the knowledge that, well, we're basically illegal agents of a moth?
Vec, lifts a brow, looks over at Inga, and says, quite frankly, I assume she would have already figured that out.
Inga's big blue optics blink a few times.
That wasn't the question, though.
Vec, Vec's nostrils flare a little bit and said, I already gave my attitude about this before. I advised bringing Inga with us to deliver to our handler.
I see. Let's not drop her off at the city then, and we'll stick her somewhere and give her to our handler. And he'll do with them as he wants.
That said, I would be amenable to releasing Inga into Alderaan.
Would you?
I would.
I think Dr. Vec has a crush on Inga.
Vec taps her head here and says, consider, Watcher. Extending a hand out here, she's about to go into hypothesis delivery mode. Let us say that we are, in fact, we have been excised from the Empire officially and are working as rogue agents, mercenaries, if you will. We would not endeavor to upset something so important as the Imperial Intelligence Network, yes, by depriving the Empire of a valuable tool, such as Inga 44, we would be acting against the Empire that, whether anyone outside the ship believes it or not, we are working to assist in some fashion, therefore proving us to be actually harmful to the Empire.
What then if she reports to some other moth and our moth, damn it, moth, our moth gets found out? What about then? What if they are removed?
If our superior is acting against the interest of the Empire, would it not be for the best if the Empire discovered this and resolved that moth?
And what of us then?
Our fate is not as important as that of the galaxies.
He slowly turns to Jason.
Look, she's just a droid to me. It's if you want to bust her, I don't care. Droids dumb. Droids are dumb. Droids are tools.
Vec at this point, looks over at Inga with a please understand this is what I've been dealing with look on her face.
A single teardrop of oil rolls down Inga's cheek upon hearing this.
That's right. That's where Jason was secretly evil. He doesn't care about droids.
Droidist.
He's the guy who puts the restraining bolts on all of them at Jabba's palace.
And he enjoys it.
In fairness, that is the Imperial attitude towards droids. So.
And, there was that whole separatist thing a few years back where there were a lot of droids going around killing people.
Yeah.
Clankers, etc.
All right. Well, Watcher's not amenable to dropping Inga off at Aldera. He is in favor of either destroying Inga, erasing Inga's memories, or just handing her over to our handler. Of these, it sounds like handing her over to our handler is the most agreeable option between us.
Yes. It does sound that way.
Okay, Watcher's okay with that, except that I'm going to spend a light side point to declare I have a restraining bolt, and I'm going to stick it right on her head.
Oh my god, you animal. You have to ask for her consent first.
Nope. Thunk goes the restraining bolt.
It sure does. And Inga's head kind of lowers as the light dims from her optics.
We'll take it off her once she's in the hands of our handler. That's all I really care about.
Dr. Vec looks at the restraining bolt and says, if you had that in your possession, why did you not place it upon Inga 44, the one we had captured?
Left it on the ship. Look, I didn't know we were going to... Yeah, I had no idea we were going to encounter this person.
I understand why. I think I'm starting to understand Watcher a bit better, and I am totally terrified that I said those words. Oh, jeez.
Watcher's got all kinds of stuff on the ship.
I wonder what you're wanted for, Watcher. Murder, probably.
Vic brushes off her clothes and says, "Oh, good. Saves me the trouble of having to constantly monitor. The incredibly powerful could rip my head off in an instant droid."
Exactly. Watcher holsters his blaster pistol and orders Inga to go sit in a chair or something. And then he enjoys cup noodles after giving... we're supposed to give data to Moff about this whole Killik uprising thing.
Yeah, we're going to have to go to our dead drop coordinates.
Well, or you could just call your handler.
Dr. Vic says, perhaps, as Tim's gotten away to whittle, perhaps we can just head for the supposed location and resolve the loose end so that no one need hear about any further complications.
What if we fail, though?
We won't fail.
How optimistic.
How necessary.
Well, Watcher doesn't particularly have any qualms about that.
I will go check on Tim. He always gets a little bit troubled with these conversations.
Indeed. Meanwhile, I'll help Jason get us to the place.
Yeah. Heck yeah. I'm coming around on you, Watcher.
Of course,
we're bonding.
Talked about this. We've talked about this before. Whenever Dr. Vec pokes her head into looking at someone, it's just an easy look in your eyes. It's have to stick the fucking cone head through the door till her eyes can stick out. Totally inconspicuous.
Dr. Vec, yes. Tim's got a set of they look kind of like bifocal glasses, but nobody wears glasses in Star Wars, so it's like a magnifier's on. And he's painting a little miniature clone trooper.
Vac has a mild look of concern across her face, quickly dismisses that, says, "We have restrained Inga 44 and will deliver her once we complete our mission and resolve the loose end. We are journeying to the locale that Watcher identified in Brunetette's notes to ensure that the voiceless diatham, even in their death, do not complete the mission."
I see. Tim puts his trooper down and his paintbrush down and takes his little magnifying glasses off. Then I guess we should report to our handler about our location.
It would be wise of us to resolve our mission before reporting back in.
Tem slowly turns his head to actually look at Dr. Vec. Our handler should know where we are.
Our handler knows that we are completing the mission entrusted to us.
How would they send a rescue mission for us if something goes wrong, Dr. Vec? How's the cavalry going to find us if we need to call them in?
Tim, after what I have heard about Team A, I think there is no cavalry.
But why? No. They would need to support us because we're working for the Empire.
Yes, Tim, we are working for the Empire, but the Empire has many threats, and we specifically have been entrusted to handle this threat.
Tim kind of reaches a hand absently up to pinch the bridge of his nose, closes his eyes. The threat. Handle the threat. Complete the mission?
It is up to us four to do what the other team could not do. We, in effect, are their cavalry.
Complete the mission. Yes. Complete the mission.
Yes. We are going to complete this mission.
Save the Empire.
Yes.
There's just the slightest glistening of blood in his nostrils, but he sniffs it back up and says, yeah, complete the mission. Okay. Let me know when we're there.
Will do, Tim. And, the head slowly retracts.
And see, as you're leaving, Tem sitting back down, and his hands are shaking as he picks up the little clone trooper again.
Doctor, that goes off to be sad.